You'll have to, excuse the noise. There's currently a tornado raging outside my window. What it do, everybody? It's your boy, MtG here, back with another Magic the Gathering deck tech and gameplay video. Today's going to be a little bit different because I'm doing a deck with the Singleton event going on right now, and the gameplay part of this video might be a little bit different. Depending on how long these games take, I may end up just cutting some of them or just editing them, snipping them up just to make this video a little more palatable for the viewer. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this deck. This is Jeskai Control in a Singleton format, and if you don't know what Jeskai is, that's just red, blue, and white color combo. And the main reason I'm doing this is because Singleton, the reason I like Singleton events is because it prevents you from just stacking a bunch of copies of really powerful cards, and making like this, like Mono Red, for instance, has several powerful cards that you just play sets of and then just womp your opponent. Now, Singleton prevents you from doing that because it makes you be a little bit more creative and look outside the box of like the most powerful cards. However, in Jeskai, blue, white, and red, there are some very powerful cards, like a lot of very powerful cards, right? And so that's why I want to do it in Control, because there's a lot of stuff to access. Even though we can't really finely tune this, because it is Singleton, we're able to still make a really powerful control deck. Now, we have 4 Planeswalkers in this deck. We have Ral, Izzet Viceroy, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Tezzeret, Artifice Master, and Karn, Scion of Urza. Most of these are going to be, so like Tezzeret's going to make us some blockers, but can also draw us cards. Teferi draws us cards, and can do removal for us. Ral does the same thing. He draws us cards and does removal. And then Karn also draws us cards and can produce blockers as well. So they all kind of do the same thing, but slightly differently. And so that's really nice that we can have 4 Planeswalkers that do very similar things in Singleton. So that's really good. I think you could probably run like one of the Dovins in here. I think the 3 mana, it's 3 mana Dovin, right? I don't know. I don't really think he would be great in this because that's usually more for like a Azorius mid-rangey kind of deck. So it's less for control. But you could probably try that out. I don't think it would work as well as these other guys, but you could probably substitute him in for one of them. Probably Karn if you had to, just because we don't run any other artifacts in this. So his construct tokens are a little bit weak, but that's not really what we use him for. We use him to just draw cards, basically. Anyway, so we just basically are running like a normal control shell. We've got a lot of counter magic. We've got Ionize and Absorb, Sinister Sabotage. We also run Devious Cover-Up, which is not common in control decks these days, but Devious Cover-Up is helpful because it exiles cards, and we get to shuffle things back into our library. So if we're in a control versus control matchup in a long kind of grindy game, we can shuffle in other kinds of counter magic or like things that have been countered. Like if they counter our Teferi or something like that, we can shuffle that back into our deck. So this is actually pretty helpful. We also run Essence Scatter, Negate, and Syncopate. So we want to get pretty much as much counter magic as we can in here. We don't run Spell Pierce or a Quench or anything like that, but you could if you wanted to, just to have some early game stuff. We run a lot of removal, lots of removal. Our only sweepers are Deafening Clarion, Settle the Wreckage, and Cleansing Nova. So we do have a little bit of trouble against aggro. Just if they can fill the board we don't draw one of our sweepers, because we only have 3 of them, so that's a bit unfortunate. But we do have a lot of single target removal. We've got Justice Strike, Lightning Strike, Lava Coil, Seal Away, and Shock and Shivan Fire, and Banefire. We also do have Hieromancer's Cage and Ixalan's Binding. And you might be wondering, why are we playing Ixalan's Binding in Singleton? Because Ixalan's Binding says, when Ixalan's Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until Ixalan's Binding leaves the battlefield. Your opponents can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card. You're like, well, at Singleton, they don't have, they're not going to have multiple copies of the same thing. However, they could be running a Persistent Petitioner's or like a rats deck, colony rats. And so this actually does really help us, because both of those cards say you can play as many copies of that card in a deck, and that does apply to Singleton, which is frankly kind of stupid, but that is the reason we run Ixalan's Binding instead of Conclave Tribunal. You can run Conclave Tribunal if you want instead of Hieromancer's Cage. There's really no reason either way. It doesn't make much difference, but we do play Ixalan's Binding for that purpose. That said, this deck could also probably use Deputy of Detention because it can exile multiple like cards of the same type, multiple creatures or permanents of the same name. So that is nice. That might be a thing you want, but I've found it to be like necessary in this. I think we do pretty well. So our win cons. Let's get to talking about how we win the game. So we win usually by Nezahal. Nezahal is a really good win condition because he's a 7/7 and he can protect himself and he draws us cards. It's really, really good in the late game. We also have Warrant and Warden. Warrant is you can spend 2 mana to put target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library, or we can just use this to create a 4/4 white and blue Sphinx creature token with flying and vigilance. So this is a really nice card, especially because it's versatile, which is really good in Singleton, and which is really good at any time, but also particularly in Singleton because we want cards that can do multiple things for us. So this is really nice. We also do have Murmuring Mystic and Crackling Drake and Enigma Drake because we're going to be casting a lot of instants and sorceries, so these creatures give us some extra value out of that, and they're just really good, especially in the mid game. They're powerful flyers. This gets us a lot of creatures. Speaking of lots of creatures, we do have a Dawn of Hope, which can make us a lot of soldier creature tokens and draw us cards. Also, Tezzeret can make us Thopter tokens, and Karn can make us construct creature tokens. So we have a lot of different ways to produce creatures and deal damage to the opponent at the end of the game. So this is actually a pretty dang good deck. I also forgot to mention we do have Expansion Explosion and Banefire, which both can deal damage to the opponent with an X cost. But you probably already knew that. What else have I missed anything? We have Search for Azcanta. That's pretty important in this. Search for Azcanta and Dawn of Hope are both pretty important enchantments to play in the early game because they give us a lot of value in them, like just throughout the course of the game. Really nice that way. One thing we are running that's a little bit might be a little bit weird is Emergency Powers. We're running this because we might run into other control decks and mill decks. And I've actually run into those before, and so Emergency Powers allows us to shuffle our hand and graveyard into our library, then draw 7 cards. And then we can put something onto the battlefield after that with 7 or less mana cost. So this is really, really, really good against decks that are wanting to mill us out. Of course, we only have one of these, but this is just kind of like a last-ditch effort to try to resurrect our graveyard and try to win the game that way. So I think that's really all I need to talk about. The mana base is pretty tough because it's Singleton, so you have to run a lot of different kinds of cards that are just basic tap lands and things in order to get the mana right. But you got to do what you got to do, and that is one reason. One thing I would like to talk about. You might be thinking you could probably run Niv Mizzet in this deck, and normally if you're running Jeskai Control, you might run Niv Mizzet, but because of Niv Mizzet's mana constraints, because he costs 3 red and 3 blue. It makes it very hard to cast, and especially hard to cast when our mana base is not as good as we would like because it is Singleton and we're restricted in what lands we can play. So that's the reason I'm not running Niv Mizzet, because he's just too hard to cast. He's very strong, but too difficult to get onto the field. I think that's everything now. Let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. Alright, coming into game 1 here with the Jeskai Singleton Control. And this is a really terrible hand. Yeah, this is not a good hand. We're going to mulligan this. This is better. Again, not amazing, but it's better. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and play... I'll play the mountain, because we can play the island on turn 2, and then Glacial Fortress will come in untapped on turn 3. And this can help us if they play, like, a Llanowar Elves or something here. Okay, nope. No Llanowar Elves. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, like, Gruul or something. Gruul, okay, maybe we're gonna see... do we want to kill Solana Wayfinder? Probably. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this. There's no reason to wait around. I don't have a lot of removal in my hand, and so I need to go ahead and make sure the board is clear. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm actually gonna go ahead and play the Enigma Drake because I don't really have anything else to do with my mana. This might get killed or something. Kind of intrigued at what they're gonna be playing here. Alrighty. I do have a negate, so if they try to do like a Crushing Canopy or Plummet or something, we can protect our Enigma Drake. Guardian Project. Oh, we'll negate that. Yeah, Guardian Project is so good in Singleton. It's ridiculous. Nice price, you guys. Let's go. I know we, Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'll take the planes. And then I'll attack. So we're in a... Our hand state is really bad, but our board state is really good. So that's something. I'm a little scared about what's going to happen here. Cherished Hashling. Okay. Cleansing Nova is an interesting pickup there. I think I'm just going to plus him up. There's a Nezahal and a Devious Cover-Up. I think I put Nezahal in my hand for sure. I don't really have a way to get him back from the graveyard, so we'll just do this. And I'm actually going to not attack. I'm going to hold up a blocker so they can't ping down my Ral. Because I want to get my Ral to his ultimate. Because once you get Ral to his ultimate, it's just so freaking powerful. It's so strong. And I'm only 2 turns away, so I want to keep him as dangerous as possible. Carnage Tyrant A. So good thing we have a Cleansing Nova. Yeah, this is actually, we're super fine. So we've got,
let's see what we got.
Yeah, Ionize as well. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Meandering River. Actually, wait a minute. If I play this, yeah, I won't have enough mana to cast Ionize anyway. So I'll play Meandering River, go ahead and attack. And then I will Cleansing Nova. And that's probably game because I destroy all creatures. And then I can ultimate with Ral next turn and play Nezahal. So this is just, it's getting a bit ridiculous now. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go ahead. I could be greedy. I could be greedy and try to keep him alive. Do I do that? Nah, probably not. I think I just go ahead and use it.
This experiment has shocking repercussions.
Yep. We have so much power. I could have just waited. I could have just saved, held him in hand, and then just held these and just killed my opponent with this because of his, because of this emblem. And I don't really care that much if they kill Nezahal somehow. Enraged Ceratok. Yeah, that's going to be game. Boy, playing dinosaurs. That's weak, brother. That's weak. We'll go ahead and just kill Enraged Ceratok. Deal 4 damage to the opponent. And then we'll hit him for 7 with Nezahal. And that's a concede. Let's freaking go. Well, that's a pretty easy game. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit too easy. Hopefully we run into some more, maybe a little more competition in the next couple of games. Okay, game number 2 against Dark Xanto. So we don't have all our colors, but this is actually a hand we can keep because we have removal, we have creatures to play in the mid game. It's not great. It's not a great hand. I want to be greedy and keep it, but it's probably not wise. We're on the draw, so I'm actually going to keep it. I'm going to be crazy and keep it. Dang. This is probably going to bite me in the butt, keeping this hand. I just hate mulliganing so much. It just feels like you're killing yourself to lose cards. Okay, Essence Scatter is actually a good pickup there because we can play Essence Scatter after turn 2. We can play Essence Scatter, But it looks like they're going to be playing Dimir Control, and they may Thought Erasure here. Oh, Siren Storm Tamer, huh? Interesting. Okay. Ha, Settle the Wreckage that we can't play at all. Okay, we passed the turn. Oh my. Yeah, we'll Essence Scatter that. Also, the heck, I forgot my tea. I just made tea. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. I'm back with tea. Okay, so we haven't drawn a land yet, which is really terrible. Guess I'll just play the mountain and then pass. There's not really anything to be done. I'm okay with taking 1 damage from Siren Storm Tamer. So the Psy Master Thopterist is an interesting creature to see in a Dimir deck. They may be playing Esper, and we just haven't seen their white mana sources. Prying Blade, huh? Okay. Okay, we'll let them spend the mana to equip that. And then I will Lightning Strike Homeboy to keep them from dealing damage to me. Awesome. This is actually really terrible. This is bad. Okay. Well, we do have a card advantage over them, but we can't play a lot of our cards, so this is unfortunate. They get a Scry. I wish I could Scry right now. Make sure I pick up some lands. Jeez. If I got just any land next turn so I can play Murmuring Mystic, that would be so helpful. And probably go ahead and equip that to Sage's Rose Savant. Hey, Hallowed Fountain. I'm going to shock this in to play Murmuring Mystic. I could have also played Crackling Drake, but I think Murmuring Mystic is the play for now because he functions, yeah, he's a good enough blocker for Sage's Rose Savant. And he's got a little bit more toughness on him, but eh. Well, that's super lame. I'll just probably have to Hieromancer's Cage, the Hostage Taker, to get my Murmuring Mystic back. Yeah. We'll Hieromancer's Cage that bad boy. Okay, so we have a Tezzeret in hand, without the mana to play it, but this is... We can still play Crackling Drake, and we can play Banefire, and nothing else in our hand is playable right now. That's great. Just great. Okay, discarding 2 cards. I think I discard Settle the Wreckage and maybe Nezahal. Nezahal seems like not something I'm going to get to play, probably. Ouch. Fell Flagship, eh? Okay, that's interesting. Ooh. Okay, so do I play Tezzeret now? I think I'd probably go ahead and play Tezzeret here. Make sure we just have some value on the field. We can create a Thopter. I could draw a card.
Do you really think
I could draw, but I think I want to create a blocker. That's more helpful at this point. And no attacks. Dark Xanto is getting a little chippy, just pinging me with his emotes, telling me it's my turn. Yeah, I know it's my turn, brother. Whenever Fell Flagship deals combat damage to player. Ooh, Twilight Prophet, huh? So it looks like we're gonna have to Banefire that bad boy. That's okay. Yeah, there's no reason for you to crew Fell Flagship right now. Okay. Oh, Steam Vents is good. Let's make a token, and then we will Banefire this Twilight Prophet, and we're in a very good position right now. Yup. This Twilight Prophet is something we can't really allow us to keep on the field, because that draws them cards and deals us damage, which we can't really take at this point. But we're going to be just fine. We are so fine. You can't really do anything, dude. We'll play, yeah, play Steam Vents tapped. I'll attack with one of these just to get a single damage in. I don't want to attack with Murmuring Mystic just because. I mean, I could. Phylactery Lich, huh? Okay, okay. Phylactery Lich. Wait, what did he put his counter on? Did he put it on this? Yeah, he put it on that. That's weird. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I don't really have removal for that anyway.
it is the ideal subordinate?
Yeah, we'll play Crackling Drake, because that draws us a card. But we are so fine right now. This is great. We're in a great position. Yeah, Plains is good. I could kill Sage's Row Savant with Lava Coil, but there's not really any reason to. So I'm just gonna attack, attack, attack. Wait, how many blockers do I want to have? I want to have... Make sure I can block Phylactery Lich. And I guess I want to block that guy. Yeah, they're probably going to concede. They're saying good game. If they don't draw gas, it's probably over. Because I'm not at his ultimate yet, but we're getting there. And I can start drawing 2 cards with him if I wanted to, because I have 3 Thopters on the field. Okay, so he's equipping it to Phylactery Lich. Fine. But now you can't crew your Fell Flagship, my dude. You should have done that. You should have crewed before you equipped it to him. Why? Yeah, why did you even do that? What was the point of all of that you just did? I guess I should have probably kept the bird back so I could keep 3 Thopters alive. Because now I can't draw 2 cards. I can draw a card though. That might be actually helpful. I'll just +1 because next turn then I can use his ultimate, which is just kind of bonkers. And I'm gonna keep the Lava Coil up. Just to have a card in hand. I don't like having no cards in hand, so I'm gonna keep it. But, I mean, how much damage can we do next turn? If I'd attacked with the bird, I could have... Wait, is that true? No, that's not true. Okay, just kidding. I'm getting to where I can lethal with Crackling Drake. and a couple of Thopter tokens pretty easily. Yeah, so we're in a fine position here. Disperse, huh? Okay, okay. Yeah, so now I can't ultimate with my Tezzeret, but if I play him out, I can start drawing a bunch of cards. So we'll block with the bird. Keep him off our back. Equip it to Sager's O Savant, just for fun, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and play Tezzeret. Draw 2 cards.
I know what must be done.
Ooh, Justice Strike is a thing. Okay. Let's see. If I Lava Coil... I can't kill him this... Wait, yes I can. I can win. I Lava Coil you. Then I can play... I've got 9 damage. And I can play Justice Strike on Phylactery Lich. He doesn't die, but I can... This goes to 6 power. And then I win. And I have blockers if something goes wrong, but it doesn't. So, that's the game, folks. Yes, 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 yes. That's 2 wins in the bag. Open that bag, put those wins in. Yeah, got some gems. I'm getting to the point where I have a lot. I've collected like playsets of a lot of the rares. So, I end up getting a lot of gems, which is good. It's good because this means I can make a lot of decks that I couldn't before. But I still don't have many wildcards, so like I struggle to create some of the decks that I want to. Like I'll see creative decks online, and I'm like, I want to make that so bad, but I just don't have the cards for it. This is actually a super good hand. This is a really good hand because I can play Highland Lake into Plains and then drop a Dawn of Hope, and then the next turn I can play an island and have an Absorb at the ready. So this is really good. Of course, we're on the draw, so we lose a couple of turns to the opponent because they get to go first, and we don't have plays super early. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Okay, we pick up a route, and we've got a board wipe. This is wonderful, wonderful. Oh yeah, so they're playing slow. Looks like 4 colors showing right now. What the heck are they doing? Maybe they're going like chromatic super friends. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play the island. Okay, yeah, it's looking like probably they're going to be playing Super Friends, but fortunately I have a negate and an absorb at the ready, so if they play something this turn, I can counter that bad boy. They shock that in for a Mortify. Oh. I'll negate that, actually. I'm going to pass turn, so I have my Absorb at the ready, but if I get to the end of their turn, I can make a token. Gilded Lotus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do I want to counter Gilded Lotus? I could, but I'm not sure it's useful to do that. I could just play... Yeah, I think I've resolved that. It might have been unwise to let that resolve, because now they have 4 mana. Yeah, for Karn. I'll absorb Karn. I should have absorbed the Gilded Lotus, but whatever. Yeah, I can pay 2 for drawing a card. Okay, so we get another land, and there's a Glacial Fortress. Nice price. Okay, so I can play Teferi, and then I will... So I could...
Sorry, I'm late.
I could put this on the bottom, and I think I'm going to do that. I think I'll put the Gilded Lotus into their library, because tapping or drawing a card and untapping lands doesn't help me a whole lot, because I don't have a counterspell anyway. So there's their own Dawn of Hope. And they have mana for, well... Okay, so now I can do this.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, Warrant Warden is actually a good pickup there. I could play Enigma Drake, but I think I'm going to play the Ral. This gives us a little gas. Yeah, we own the board right now. Okay. That's lame. I was hoping I could actually get like a thingamadoodle, if you know what I mean. You probably don't know what I mean. A counterspell. By thingamadoodle, I meant counterspell. Because we have a lot of mana up, but we do have mana for making a soldier token. When it goes to their end step, I'll make a token. I don't know why he did that on his turn. That seems kind of stupid. Okay, so their Gilded Lotus is coming back up. I'll draw a card, see what we get. See what we get. Emergency powers. Heck yeah.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Ionize. Heck yeah. Okay, we're in a good spot here. I'm going to... I guess I attack? No, I'm not going to attack because that'll let them draw a card, and I don't want to let them draw a card yet. I'm actually going to not attack. So I'm going to play the... Yeah, they can see. Okay. I was going to play the Enigma Drake and just hold up mana for Opt, Syncopate, and Ionize. I basically owned that game once I was able to counter their Karn and put their Gilded Lotus back in their library. Anyway, that's 3 wins so far. I'm just going to keep on trucking along. Keep on trucking, baby. Oh, my tea is cold. I was steeping it, and I left it out, and then I realized in the middle of this that I had... Baron Bavis, huh? That I had left it there. Oh, crap, I gotta go get it. And then it was already kind of cold. This is a bad hand. Only 2 lands. Going first is really bad. Oh, still bad. Gosh. I want to keep it because of the scry, but I don't have any plays with these lands. And I've got to draw land. Dang. If there's not a land on top, I have to scry it to the bottom. Sacred Foundry is a keep, I guess. I still don't have a blue mana source by turn 2. So this is unfortunate. But I'll play this. Fortunately, I can play Karn with any kind of mana. And then he can help me draw lands. So this is nice. Ooh. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Ah, there's an island. Wonderful. That's so good. And I can syncopate something if they play something evil here. Ocarina Assassin, huh? Ocarina Assassin. I don't think I care about that, to be honest. It's not a problem. So, if I play Karn... Oh, yeah, okay. So if I play Karn, I have, like... I'm not worried about him getting pinged by these guys because they're so weak. So I'm gonna just... do this. Oh, yikes. Okay, what do they want to give me, though? What will they give me? Probably the Expansion Explosion, not the Absorb, if I had to guess. Oh, they gave me the Absorb. Oh, I can't play Absorb, so that's probably smart. I need another island to play Absorb. Well played, Baron Davis. Well played. Assassin's Trophy. Come on, man. Yes. So I'm gonna go get an island. That was mean, sir. I play this. I could play Teferi. And he gets knocked by 2. But I think I play him anyway because I need to draw cards here.
I know. No time for a break.
Yeah, we'll untap you guys. Pretend like we have something. We have a Syncopate, but that's probably not going to help us a whole lot. Poison Tip Archer is a yikes. Okay, so this is good that we have Settle the Wreckage though, because next turn we can just settle the wreckage on them. Instead of killing any of their creatures, we'll just exile them all.
That didn't matter. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Yeah, Sulfur Falls is a nice pickup there. And then we just pass the turn. Wait, we could play Murmuring Mystic, actually. The problem with playing Murmuring Mystic is that they're going to probably make us sacrifice it. So maybe I don't play that. I think I actually don't play that. Oh, well that was dumb. I should have opted or something before the end of my turn. But whatevs. I just want to make sure I have mana for Settle the Wreckage, and I guess I can absorb something if they play like a Vraska here. Because Vraska is pretty annoying. But I'm just guessing they're going to attack all and try to kill Teferi. Yep, you've played right into my trap. Wait a second. I want to make sure the right mana taps for this. We tap that, and then we can, yeah, I guess we can tap you, and you, and still have mana for an absorb. Okay, cool. Oh. What? What did I just do? No! Oh my god. Oh my god. I clicked the... I'm gonna jump out of my window right now. You guys... This is what happens when you're just an idiot. So I'm gonna go ahead and opt, see if I can get like a lightning strike or something. Oh, Justice Strike works. Damn it. I am so mad. I'm so mad. This has Death Touch, so it'll kill itself. And I keep my Teferi alive. I cannot believe that I just did that. That's not the first time something like that has happened either, where I like just completely lose my mind and end up probably losing the game now. Actually, I probably won't lose the game, but that makes me so mad. I would have exiled all of them. Teferi would be on 4 still. That makes me mad.
Hold that thought.
I'll play Crackling Drake. They might make me sacrifice Crackling Drake with Priest of Forgotten Gods, but I could seal away Priest of Forgotten Gods now. The problem with doing that is that Crackling Drake will then just end up dying to Ocarina Assassin if I do that. So I think I pass. Yeah, I can't. I still am so flustered about that last play. Unbelievable. I tapped all the lands. I was like, ooh, I'm going to make sure I tap these right. And then I passed to blockers. Just so stupid. Karn. Okay, well, actually, we definitely absorb Karn. So, oopsie. Sorry, broski. And then they probably attack with Ocarina Assassin, in which case we seal away. Not too shabby. Okay, I think we're going to end up okay after this, but still ridiculous.
We need to move quickly.
Please, okay, that's actually an okay pickup. We'll go ahead and play Murmuring Mystic. Attack with Crackling Drake, put a little pressure on the opponent. Then untap the plains, and yeah, it doesn't really matter, honestly. I just need to make sure I have plains up. Evolving Wilds. They have missed a lot of land drops when I've hit a lot. And they've been missing. So that's actually a huge advantage for us. And the Priest of Forgotten Gods has done them no good so far. Golgari Raiders is going to be a 1-1 with haste. Do we even care? Do I care about that? Sure, why not? I'll let you have that. You can play your 1-1 with haste. Spend 4 mana to play 1-1. Jeez. That's why Golgari Raiders is such a bad card. It's like, ooh, this is gonna be so good, but it's just never good.
Hurry.
Why am I only at... I can only draw islands, pretty much. Okay. So I play the Enigma Drake. I attack again. And I have an Ionize for whatever they play here. So if they try to play another creature and force me to sack something with Priest of Forgotten Gods, I can just Ionize whatever creature they play. I'm not worried. I ain't worried. Yeah, Wrap and Chupacabra, that's a problem. So we'll Ionize that, and the opponent probably concedes because they die next turn. They're dead next turn, so they're gonna concede. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Even though I did that horribly stupid thing earlier, we still won. Funny how that happens. Hey, I got a nice card. Ethereal Absolution. Oh, hey. That's a nice rare. We're one away from going 5-0 right now. Let's go. Let's freaking do it, guys. Let's freaking do it. Okay, Boros Guildgate, Island, yeah. Oh, this is a good hand. This is a pretty good hand. We keep it, baby. Ooh, Dawn of Hope. So this is looking like Esper Control, which is a big old bummer. I wish I had had a negate up for that. That's unfortunate. Okay, whatever. We'll be fine. Probably. I'll play Glacial Fortress and then pass. We've got 4 mana and nothing to use it on, huh? Okay. Well, they will probably have a little soldier token. Okay, I can play Ixalan's Binding on their Dawn of Hope, which actually may be smart, but that leaves them open to play a Teferi next turn. If they have the mana for it. They didn't counter it, which is nice. And, okay. They maybe have a Chemister's Insight or something here. Wrath Compassion, huh? Oh, interesting. Okay. I like Wrath Compassion. That's cool. So... interesting. Okay. I don't want to play Teferi into a counterspell, but I have plenty of counter magic, so if they try to play like a... well, they can't play Teferi yet. We have removal for Wrath. We have Warrant. We can put him on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn and just see what they do, because he might play something at the end of my turn, like a Kaya maybe. Sphinx's Insight. I am not worried about that at all. Not one bit. So they're digging probably for Teferi, Karn, and Kaya, if I had to guess. Maybe even like an Eldest Reborn or something. But that wouldn't help him a whole lot right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play Warrant. Try to put him away. Okay. And then see what they do here, because they still have mana for a Teferi if they have one. Okay, go to my turn. I think I pass again. I don't want to play Teferi into a counterspell, because then I just get owned. Once I do that, I'm dead. They'll probably play Wrath again when my turn comes around, so I'll pass. Okay, I have a Karn now. I've got a handful of stuff. So they probably play Wrath at the end of my turn, and I Sinister Sabotage. No, they didn't. Okay, so it looks like we're just both kind of playing a waiting game of like, who's gonna play your stuff first? I'm gonna have to discard something. I'll probably discard the Shock, because I don't want to play the Shock. If I play the Shock, I can't do Sinister Sabotage and Negate. And there's not much reason to play it. 2 damage doesn't matter to me. There's Wrath. Okay, actually, this is nice. We go Sinister Sabotage. And then what? What you got? They could have their own counterspell. And I will... Do I Syncopate or Negate? I think I probably Syncopate. Syncopate their Sinister Sabotage. Then mine goes through, and I get to Surveil. Do I want emergency powers? Do I? Not really. I don't really want emergency powers. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to dampen the noise out there, but I don't think it worked. I don't know if y'all can hear that. There's just a lot of background noise. I'm worried about playing Teferi. I feel like he gets countered. I have lots of counter spells, but I just don't have that much land. Like, I need more lands to do what I want safely, you know what I'm saying? Dang. I think I'd rather play the Karn. And let the Karn get countered. Or Vraska's Contempt. They might let it come in and then Vraska's Contempt on him. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Devious Cover-Up. Okay. And then they get back their Wrath into their graveyard, or into their library, I mean. Okay. It's a shame, but whatever. And then I'm just a little bit scared they have their own Teferi or something here. Can I draw some land? I'm so starved for land. So I'm gonna play the Crackling Drake. This might get countered as well. But it hurts me less than if my Teferi gets countered. Okay, and I draw a card, which now I might have to discard something. Chromium the Mutable, huh? Okay, resolve. I'm actually gonna pass and discard my Dawn of Hope. I think my Dawn of Hope is probably the least helpful thing at this point, because if I shock their Chromium the Mutable, I'm gonna force them to discard something. Or it either forces them to discard something, or they counter this, and then I lose my Crackling Drake, which isn't the end of the world. So they negate. And then my Crackling Drake dies, but that's not that bad. Okay, so let's say I play Settle the Wreckage. I can still play negate. So I'm gonna pass. So Settle the Wreckage can get rid of Chromium the Mutable, and we have a huge card advantage over them, so I kind of doubt they have counter spells. And even if they do, I have a negate for it. So they're drawing cards. Resolve that bad boy. They're looking for a counter spell. Revitalize, resolve. Do you have something? Mr. Curd Ape? Seal away. They're going to steal away their own Chromium the Mutable and then bring them back. Heck no. Wait a second, cancel. Is this exile target tapped creature an opponent controls? Okay, resolve. He can't exile his own creature, so nice try. Nice try, opponent. You thought you were going to be cheeky. And now we can play our Teferi unhindered. Beautiful. Let's go. And there's the concede. Yes! Patience, my loves. Patience. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, baby. We just went 5-0 in that Singleton event. 5-freaking-0. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Celebrate with me. We've got something spicy. Got a Valduk and a Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, that's a wonderful mythic to get. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was an exciting run, just full of ups and downs, misplays, and just even winning games that we shouldn't have won because we misplayed so badly. But let me know what you thought about this deck in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you have suggestions for things to play in the future or how to improve my videos or channel, let me know below in the comments. That's all I've got to say, so I salute you. Goodbye.